of the word apathy or apathetic. Do you really honestly know what that word means tonight? To be apathetic. To have apathy. Number 3, the third question. Are you even alive tonight? Out there? I mean, is life happening to you, or are you happening to life? Are you just basically like a roller coaster at Disneyland, just basically strapped in, with really basically just going wherever that roller coaster goes? Up, down, upside down. And that's just basically your existence? A passenger? Are you living a passenger type life tonight? When I went from casual to careless Christianity to a Matthew 5:13, the salt of the earth Christianity, I felt like I was actually moving from being a sleepwalker and moving into actually living. Some of you said a prayer at the altar. I'm going to say something very iffy right now. You're going to hear me out. Everyone pay attention. Some of you have said a prayer at the altar. You don't party, you don't drink, you don't have sex with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You're a pretty clean-cut individual. You go to church every Sunday. But when you think about life, you're still kind of sleepwalking. You have yet to realize this Matthew principle of being the salt, of being an irritant, of being something to preserve the world around you, to be somebody to help maybe save someone's life and be a lifesaver, to help keep back the decay and the rot. You have Christianity, you got religion, but you're not salt. What will it take to get you involved in the world around you? What has to happen? What has to happen for you to realize the world around you is hurting? We had something very tragic happen in our house this last weekend. I'm not going to go into detail. You don't need to know the details. And a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings are involved with what happened. A lot of crazy... you know something hit me today? Because our kids are praying it. My kids are praying before they go to bed at night. It just hit me today. They're praying for the soul of that person who's broken into our house. Praying for them. And I've been saying that for the last 2 or 3 days. And the revelation finally hit me. Mike just hit me tonight. Hit me this afternoon. That person without Christ will split hell wide open. I can care less about a laptop. I can care less about a Wii or game stations or PSPs. That soul means more than anything that could have been taken from our home. We have to be salt. What's it going to take for you to get involved with the world around you? What has to happen for you to go from not caring to living that 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9, proclaiming the goodness of Him who's called you out of darkness into His marvelous light? From being bland and tasteless to being salty. What's it going to take to stir your heart to do something with what you've been given? It's exactly that. As I get ready to close tonight, I'm running late. You need a heart transplant. If you don't feel anything what I'm saying tonight, if you just sit there going, how long? It's summertime, right? We're just doing our time. You need a heart transplant. Your salt's gotten tasteless. And it's getting ready to be used as nothing but sidewalk salt. Ezekiel chapter 11 verse 19 says this. I love this scripture. It says, then I will give them one heart. I will put a new spirit within them and take the stony heart out of their flesh and give them a heart of flesh. I looked at this scripture and I used to really always think that it was talking to the unsaved, the stony-hearted unbeliever. You know what I got a revelation about this morning about that scripture? That stony-hearted individual isn't some sinner who's breaking into our home and stealing our stuff some Sunday during church. That stony-hearted individual is me. It's you.
That's right.
If all we are is self-absorbed and wrapped up in our little world, if all we are is focused in our 4 walls and everything that's surrounding and about us, then guess what, my friend? Guess what, worship team? We're selfish. We're hard-hearted. We're stony-hearted. That's not a sinner He's talking to. He's talking to you and me. We've got to get the heart of Christ, who doesn't just play religious games so we look good in front of our kids, but even in quiet, even in private time, praise for the lost and praise for those that are hurting. Praise even for those that have done wrong to us. I want everyone to stand with me tonight. I think there's a challenge in